Alright guys, welcome back to the Let's Play with the Gamer Seals. We are back with Telltale's Game of Thrones. We're opening the door to see what it was. Oh my god.
Okay, she opened the door, or
sorry,
he opened
lady.
the door.
I didn't mean to disturb you.
I just
can
meant
come
steal
back
your
later
shit.
if you'd like.
Don't be a bitch.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Hit her with the bucket.
Yeah, right.
He's the coal boy.
Begging your pardon, lady, but you alright?
It's not your place to say, kid.
If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Oh,
Of course, my lady.
what is the question? I was gonna say it.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, my lady.
Get the fuck out of my room. Put more than one in at a
Work for
time.
Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm
Handmaid.
her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before.
That's what you asked for.
You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Bitch
The
face. Two
They appeared to be
appropriate
having some
names.
sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much,
What
but
did they
You
say, I
were
guess?
eavesdropping?
no, not at all.
I wasn't
was just
dropping
passing
no
by
eaves,
and-
sir.
I exactly what I was thinking.
House Forest, I mean.
Tell me
House
anything
Forrester.
unnatural.
Sam West.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a coal boy, known in King's Landing with so many
I got
lords
his
and ladies.
title, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a cool boy.
You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
I feel like you could have made a better
Good
friend
night,
with this
lady.
character.
Oh well.
This is why I'll be buying this game myself. No, God,
she
they even
has an
made
even worse
modeled her.
face.
They
You're
even
right.
modeled her.
She looks like
It would be
Satan.
time for us to talk.
Or Reese Witherspoon.
Something we
It's
must
Reese
discuss.
Witherspoon or Satan. Those are great comparisons. Satan or Reese Witherspoon. They look like they merged Reese Witherspoon with Amy Adams.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my
That's her
handmaiden.
voice. They
A dear
actually got her
friend, in
voice
fact.
acted.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I
How's that,
feel
my
your
lady?
pain as if it were my own.
Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me.
What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair.
That
We
was
will
lightning.
get through this together.
And bring the
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden
Damn!
from the north,
Bring
the
motherfucking
of
thunder!
Stark. It raises
Damn!
questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself.
Damn!
Oh, the
Stop!
King's Guard.
Alongside the royal sept.
I think they were just gold cloaks.
She mentioned the
Well,
Northern
yeah.
girl in my service, and she
She's the
considered
queen now.
you a
Yeah.
traitor.
Well, I think she was. For
She
about
was
5
very
minutes.
pleased with herself.
I am no traitor, I guess.
Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you and, by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you
I
to
have
her.
to see
I
Cersei.
wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
But what I say, I guess.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
Just figure
I
I'd be
knew I could trust you.
the whipping girl at
Humor
this
her.
point.
Yeah.
Tell her what she wants to hear.
She appreciates my loyalty.
No, maybe those are just
See if
gold
the Queen
cloaks.
Regent is ready to receive us.
Because Cersei's still queen. Yeah, those are gold
Yeah,
cloaks.
they are. Why don't you just open the door? Why don't you open the door?
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
It's the most friendly Marjorie's ever been.
Good
Bitch.
luck.
Oh, that
God.
seemed like a really bitchy face.
It did, but I think it was more like a serious.
Or concerned.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell. They try really hard on this. I get it, but
It usually works, but with these faces, it's just not going over very
Yeah.
well. I don't know why. Maybe it's women?
maybe it's just women. Oh, now they open the door. Awesome.
No, I think they are Kingsguard, because the white cloak. They don't have gold cloaks.
Oh, that's right. They don't.
You can do this.
There were 10, weren't there?
There's 7, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking 10.
I go faster.
There was 2 at the door. There's 1 there, and there's 2 up there by her
That's 5, and then there were 2 in the hall.
that walked by. her.
Lady Marjorie. Aren't
But
you
is
looking
Jamie
lovely
returned?
this evening?
No, because Tyrion's
Lord
there.
Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission,
The 2 in the
allow
hall
me
came
to
in when they opened
introduce
the door.
Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Well, if Tyrion's there, that means the Battle of Blackwater hasn't occurred.
I am honored.
No, it already has. Look at his face.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house
Wow.
loyal to the king.
That's a fun one.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you.
I can cut that out.
I want to hear
Or
from the
not.
girl.
Doesn't matter.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
Except for when we
I see.
rebelled.
Over there.
And yet, for centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of
You're a
traitors.
fucking bitch, you fucking bitch.
They are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
I probably shouldn't say that.
Noble? Perhaps once. For a northern house. But now they're merely dead. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
And that's
Old
Dinklebot.
allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is
Oh, they got all
over,
of
we
those.
must look to
Oh, did they?
rebuild
I
and
didn't know
forge
that. That's her
new
too.
alliances.
Here's the
There are
one that had,
ships
like-
and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your
What
Grace.
I was gonna say X. I'm sorry. I figured if I'm not saying anything, you
It'll be
pick
a
it.
shame.
I was trying to decide.
Yeah.
I really couldn't.
I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, anything.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
Damn good. Damn good response.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Fuck you, cunt.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
You can't die soon enough. She only followed
She
her.
was just following her
I'm glad you
heart,
picked that one.
Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define.
In the
This city
fucking
alone
face.
is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
You
Slap
pick.
in the face.
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question.
I'm loyal to
The
Marjorie.
King, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
You gotta fucking
She
Keep
is
yourself alive
a threat to
somehow.
Crab, isn't
Marjorie
she?
can only help you so
The
far.
most dangerous
Cersei's
handmaiden in
unstable
all of
at any
King's
point.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either.
I don't care. I don't care.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Bitch.
God. Oh God.
Men, we make better friends.
Men. I was saying
I'll
men.
walk you out.
Men in tight.
Tights.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider.
Never killed.
Now, if you'll excuse me,
Off
I
with it.
promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Oh, poor Sansa.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
How long has she been here?
I don't know. If maybe as long as Marjorie's been there, because she
that
went
way.
to Highgarden with Marjorie,
Yeah.
or she was at Highgarden, I should say. I find it very interesting. We take Westeros and flip it; it's England.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the original tongue was supposed to be War of the Roses.
I was worried.
Just put that in her butt.
How was it?
She did.
She doesn't have any pockets.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now.
I'm not crazy
Lady
about
Marjorie
the,
has spent the entire day working on the
background
seating
style.
arrangements
Yeah.
for the
It's all
wedding.
smudged.
Of course, you
I
and
get
I
it,
are
I just
seated
don't like it.
way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true.
He fucks his sister.
And Oberyn Martell.
Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. Oh, who hasn't he fucked?
I'm told he has a paramour. Which I doubt
He's
is
quite
Dornish
handsome.
for wife.
I thought he was a good
He
looking
is
dude.
quite handsome.
And quite passionate.
Gay.
From what I've heard.
Gay.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Horrible.
Awful.
Especially if that king is Joffrey.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Fuck that.
He does have a certain look about him. And
You're
he's
not
always
watching
treated
the
Lady
queen.
Marjorie
Oh,
well.
there you go.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as
Oh,
queen.
imagine
You
the
would be a
beatings you
beaten
would
woman.
take.
I might even allow
You
you
would
to be my
have zero
handmaiden.
power.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Indeed, what a perfect
pitch.
match.
Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
I still think that Brienne and
Podrick.
Jamie are a
Well.
great match.
Oh, I think they're the best match, but that's not
Sarah?
the point.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
In this case, it's
Queen
not a
was
matter
pleased
with Cersei
by your
being in
display,
charge.
Mara.
Females are the ones that can play
I'm
in
just
somewhat
glad it's
equal
over.
footing.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you
Well,
agree?
I'll say one thing. We get to see Joffrey die.
Sarah's right, I guess.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Yeah, we get to see that.
Your words to Cersei were brave.
Even if they do it
But
off
I
screen,
know
we
you
get
must
the joy
fear
of
what the
knowing that it
Boltons might do
happened.
to your family.
What did
I
that?
do
Did
appreciate
you hear
your
about the
willingness
thing
to appease
George
her,
R. R. Martin
as
sent him? They
difficult as it may
sent him a
have
letter. The kid who
Thank you,
played
my
him.
lady.
It's like,
There's
everyone
been
hates you.
something on my
Congratulations, you've done a good job.
mind.
It's some short like that. I'm like,
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Still, she's whipped into telling her all of that
It's
she knows.
about my family.
I trust her.
Whatever.
yeah.
It's
No.
gonna come back to bite me in the ass, but fuck it.
Go on.
Can you stop the
Ask.
Boltons, I guess? Oh, that's better.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought
Everyone will
if
suffer
a raven
if
could be
Ramsay
sent
left
to
to
the
do what he
Boltons
likes.
to let them know House Forrester
I
has
don't
the
even want to
protection
think
of the
about
crown.
that.
I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request.
Noticed? I
Especially
told her.
now.
I know, my lady, and
If
I
she
wouldn't
didn't notice,
ask
she's a
this of you
fucking
otherwise.
goat.
But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well.
More
his family
sheepish,
fought
but
for the
whatever.
Starks. And now you
Yeah,
would have
right.
me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
We will be your bitches. Straight bitches.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
What are they asking?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention. Don't fear Cersei. Don't fear the Reaper.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
You have. a
Ramsay
vagina.
Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week.
Well, if the
I
brother
would
says
never ask
anything.
this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Yeah, dog.
Boy, what's up?
Excellent. Alright, guys. We'll see you next time.
Next time.